Good evening, YouTube, and welcome back to another edition of Paisano's Music and Vinyl Talk. I am your host, Paisano. Tonight, we're going to talk about an Irish rock band, a rarity, to be honest with you. There's only a handful of them that really made a splash in the United States, beyond Europe. And these guys were a biggie, the band Thin Lizzy. Hailing from Dublin, 3 out of the 4 main members. Guitarist Scott Gorham was a Texan who tried out for the band early on. And let me tell you something, these guys were something. Led by bassist and singer Phil Lynott, they were an act to definitely be reckoned with. This is their 6th studio album, and definitely their big breakthrough in the United States, and it's called Jailbreak, and it's a gem. It's a gem. It, like I said, their previous ones, previous albums, didn't quite make it in the United States. They were, pretty much an opening act for various groups. But this was huge. This gave them a couple of big radio hits that are still heard to this day. I bought this one. I've had this one forever. I bought this one in the mid-'80s. Either at Strawberries down the South Shore Plaza in Braintree, Massachusetts, or Quincy Records in Quincy, Massachusetts. Not exactly sure. But that hardly matters. The track listing goes like this. Jailbreak. One of the great rock songs of all time. Angel from the Coast, Running Back, Romeo and the Lonely Girl, and Warriors finishes out side 1. Side 2, The Boys Are Back in Town, huge hit for them. Fight or Fall, Cowboy Song, probably my favorite Thin Lizzy song, Cowboy Song, awesome. And finishes with Emerald. This band featured Phil Lynott on bass guitar and vocals, Scott Gorham and Brian Robertson, the great Brian Robertson, on guitars, and Brian Downey on drums. Like I said, Scott Gorham was the only American. The other 3 were Irish, all hailing from the Dublin area. And Phil Lynott was one of the great romantics of rock. His lyrics dealt quite a bit with love and dating and that kind of stuff. And lyrically, Thin Lizzy was a cut above a lot of hard rock groups. And they could rock. They were a force to be reckoned with, no doubt. And Lynott's lyrics kind of set them apart. They were definitely a special band. My sister Maria really loved this group. And to be honest with you, I wish I owned more Thin Lizzy, and I think I will go out and buy some more Thin Lizzy. I have their live album that was released in 1978 called Live and Dangerous. I have that on CD, and that's considered one of the greatest live albums of all time. It's been voted on a couple of different polls as the greatest live album of all time. It really rocks. And it came out after this, so it includes all the big hits from this one, as well as previous albums, obviously. After this, they became pretty much a headline and act. They never got huge, but they were big enough. And this was probably the high point. This was probably their greatest album. Phil Lynott met an untimely death in 1985. I think he was only like 38 years old. A real tragedy. Drugs brought him down. It was a genuine loss to the music world. He was a special musician and a very good lyricist. All right. I want to thank you guys for tuning in tonight. What will Paisano dig out of the crates next week? Tune in and find out. Please like and subscribe. I'd appreciate it very much. Good night, YouTube.